artist reminds me of a Western artist from years back called Toni Braxton. She really leans into this kind of sexy low stuff in the bottom of her voice. It feels kind of vintage. So far, compared to another performance I saw of this singer, her intonation is better here. Her pitch is much better here, but her agility is less solid. Meaning when she does riffs and runs, it's a little mushy. I always call it mushy, mushy, poo, poo. Meaning like instead of we get like it's a little, like it mushes down instead of the staircase where we hear each note definitively. I'm very curious to hear more. You know what she makes good use of? Dynamics. And I've spoken before about the push-pull when singers hit something too hard and they have to back it up and fix it. She's not doing that. She's using very on purpose. She'll hit a note and do I almost would call it a sforzando. I don't know if that would be the appropriate usage, but she comes way back down and puts her vibrato really airy and kind of quiet. She's pretty accurate. That's nice and accurate. That's very Michael Jackson, isn't it? Sky. So far, when she does high notes, she puts them in falsetto. I don't know if that's because she's not a belter, doesn't like to use her voice in a big way, or if that's part of her style. I don't know. Ah, that's a nice riff. That was clean. That's nice. Fly to the sky. Ooh, that was a clean run descending. Yes. I understand her target. This R&B kind of jazz-inspired, crazy 70 chord changes. Again, she reminds me of Toni Braxton, Deborah Cox. In the West would be the artist I would compare her to. But so far, I'm not feeling the accuracy compared to the two artists I just listed, for example. And this genre, this style of singing requires really, really great intonation and really, really great agility, because the runs in this genre are not only fast, but these particular intervals are not the typical pop intervals. Again, they're more jazz inspired, more R&B inspired. So this is hard, and these runs are very fast, But I wouldn't say she's landing them all accurately. That's a beautiful passage. That's a beautiful passage that she just leaned into with a thicker tone and nailed the agility and intonation. Nice. It is worth mentioning. It is actually, I would be remiss to leave out. This seems live. And I must remember as I'm listening to videos that when I'm hearing a live performance versus an edited performance, I have to give huge grace and huge kudos when I'm hearing a raw version of a vocalist. So that's huge. I want to underline and underscore that this is her. This is real. And that is huge, a huge, I don't want to say advantage. That's not the right word. It's just, we're hearing a lot more of the reality of a singer when it is a live performance this way. So we have to give her credit for that right out of the gate. In some ways, I would call that a push-pull. Fly! You hear her kind of pull and push it out. I don't know that that was on purpose, but I'm being really critical. She loves that sky, that Michael Jackson kind of turnaround. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's that turnaround still.
Because of love, 天空在未来 I can
I think she just used whistle tone. I at first thought she was belting it, but no, I think it was whistle. Interesting. With her, I don't hear her belt a lot. I'm wondering if maybe she's not as comfortable belting, but she has that sort of, I don't want to say trick of whistling, because whistling is certainly a skill. Interesting choice. Interesting choice, I guess. Oh, the Michael Jackson riff. Nice. Nice. Great ending. Ah. Nice. She's interesting. This is R&B, like 90s style R&B when R&B was still R&B.
Yeah.
And I give her that.
Mm-hmm.
I truly hand her that. I don't know if she's a good enough singer to bring this particular kind of singing to life. But also, live, this is hard. But if you listen to a Deborah Cox or a Toni Braxton, that is kind of what they nail. That's like the whole not the whole point, but it's like a pretty big tenet of what this style is. So it's interesting that that's what she chose.
Very difficult.
It is very difficult.
Very difficult.
It is very difficult.
I'm owning it tonight, my ego. I'm owning it tonight, my ego.